Hey, this is Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures, and I have these great books from Scholastic. Scholastic sent me these for free so that I could share them with you today of all days because it is the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, the Apollo 11 moon landing. Now, 4 days ago was the 50th anniversary of the launch because it takes 4 days to get to the moon. Now, I learned that from the astronaut who painted the moon, and that is one of that's a really incredible book. But I have three great books here for you. They range in age, for the younger kids with the Penguinaut, older kids with the sun is kind of a big deal, and then even older kids than that with the astronaut who painted the moon. They're really, really cool books. So let's start first with the Penguinaut book. So Penguinaut. This book is adorable. It is about a little penguin named Orville. And Orville, he wants to go to the moon. So he comes up with a plan. He lives in the zoo. And he comes up with a plan to get to the moon. And he finds that along the way, he gets to the moon, but he's very, very lonely. He's the only guy out there. All of his friends back at the zoo, they're not there with him. And so he starts to feel lonely. So it's really a story about perseverance and also appreciating the friends that you have and being there for the people that care about you. The book is written by Marcy Colleen, and it is illustrated by Emma Yarlett. And there are really adorable illustrations in this book. It's a cute book. Probably kids 3 to 5 would benefit mostly from this book. Really nice book. The next book that I want to talk about is The Sun is Kind of a Big Deal. Now, this has a bunch of great facts about the sun and the planets, and it has everything for why rain happens, how the planets revolve around the sun, and how the importance of the sun. A lot of great facts. It's actually packed with facts. This book is very dense with great facts all the way through, but it's funny, it's cute. There's even a whole glossary of terms that you would find for space. That's really cool. And the illustrations are cute and fun. There's this whole thing about the sun is pretty great. It is our star. It's actually a star. And the whole time you have, some of the planets like asking for autographs and stuff like that. So it is cute. And it is fun. And it tells you about different planets. There's like one part where they're having a race, and sitting out there on a lone bleacher is poor Pluto, the dwarf planet. It's really, really cute. Now, The Sun is Kind of a Big Deal is written by Nick Seluk, and also he's the illustrator of that. So that illustrations are great. The content is excellent. It is a great book for probably your 7 to 8 to 9-year-old crowd, like my son. He was reading it himself the other day, having some trouble with some of the words because they're big words, but they're presented in a really nice, easy to understand way. And so that is a good book for him. So The Sun is Kind of a Big Deal. Check that one out. That is a good book. So the last book that I have on here, which is probably my favorite of the three, because honestly, I got a whole bunch of information out of this, and I had never known this. This information, and I don't even actually have the final book on this, but this is for ages 4 to 6. I think it could be for a little bit older, but a 4-year-old's going to really understand this and enjoy it as well. So it's called The Astronaut Who Painted the Moon. So it's about Alan Bean, and Alan Bean was the 4th man on the moon. He was in the Apollo 12 flight, and he was the 4th man on the moon. And when he was up on the moon, he took pictures of the moon and noticed that everything was just gray and dark, and that wasn't what he experienced when he was there. That wasn't what he felt like to be on the moon. And he is a legit artist, or was a legit artist. He passed away last year in 2018, and he actually retired from NASA to become a full-time artist. And what he did is he looked at those pictures that he took, thought of the feelings that he had when he was in space, and painted what was in his heart about that. And he's made some beautiful, colorful paintings of the moon. And he did all sorts of things like put his moon boots on and stamp on the paintings to give it authenticity. He shook the dust off of his spacesuit and mixed it in with the paint to give it texture. I mean, there are some like really awesome things in there that kids can learn about, not only for painting, but also in what it's like to feel, to be out in space. Because I'm not going to ever get to space unless, suddenly aliens come and they give us all spaceships. It's not going to happen. But I'm not going to get out to space. But to see it through his eyes and experience it through his paintings, and some of his paintings are found within the book. The Dean Robbins did a great job researching this book, and Sean Rubin did an amazing job as the illustrator of this book. It's a beautifully done book. I really, really enjoyed this, and I think your kids are going to enjoy this too. So, with it being the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, you definitely want to take a look at some books and talk to kids about space, because without space exploration or any of these moon landings and things that happen, kids wouldn't be inspired to write stories about space. Star Wars. Where would we be without things like Star Wars or Battlestar Galactica or all of these different space-related stories? There's so many stories still yet to be told, and giving the kids inspiration with books like this and the other three, honestly, it is, there's so much that kids can enjoy out of this. So these three books, I'm going to put links to in the show notes below. They're going to be my Amazon affiliate links. Now, if you use my Amazon affiliate link, I get a couple of bucks. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You'll get to get your books and enjoy them. This is Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Ben Spark, Facebook.com/Ben Spark Family Adventures, and you can find me here making videos all the time. I really enjoy books, and this is one of my Read to Me Dad reviews. Thanks for watching.